Saint Joseph the Hesychast, saying, "Earthquake, everything is written in the books," and this is the last warning given November 2024. Saint Joseph the Hesychast, "Earthquake, everything written in the books," on the spiritual press in the last warning 3 months ago. The struggle with God. All night he fought with a person who was dressed as a priest, who changed forms. Was he an angel? Was he a saint? Was he a temptation? They came to each other in arms, tightly embraced, tied together in human tangle with something went down and sometimes went up. He held his hands. He had a mind and he had a living body treasure. The cassock was torn off his hands, and he held him tightly with all his strength so that he would not let go. The thought flashed through his mind that perhaps it was a deception of the evil one. He turned his head up to look at his face, which until then he had not dared to do because of the holiness he radiated. He sees him wearing a hood, and it seems to him that it was Saint Paisios, but his form immediately changed and became more youthful, vigorous, with a dark beard. He did not let him go. He did not let him go either. They both did not let go of each other. He persistently asked the cassock wearer to tell him his name. "Who are you? What is your name?" He asked him many times. He did not get an answer, and the more he did not get a response, the tighter he held on to him. And suddenly he wanted to pull away, but he realized that the cassock wearer was also squeezing him with excessive force, as if with pliers in his hands, proof of his great spiritual power. The struggle complex changed. Now they were heading upwards. And then the priest tells him in a low voice, "I am Abbot Joseph the Hesychast." And he continues changing the tone of his voice and shouts at him. "Earthquake," he said, it so strongly that the word was engraved in capital letters inside him, which means that he meant great earthquake. And he immediately added, "All this is written in the book or the books," and he recited a relevant passage from the biblical text in the ancient Greek, and he could not memorize it. To talk about a great earthquake, earthquakes mentioned in the biblical texts and holy books, so he's talking about a pre-apocalyptic event and events, and not about a normal seismic outburst. And now he was looking at him straight in the face. He was dark-skinned and seemed willful and strong. Finally, he called him by his name. The prophecy of Saint Elder Basil of Kafsokaliviti gave earlier in January 2012 is relevant and speaks of a very great earthquake. There will be a great earthquake both inside and out. Earthquake could also mean spiritual earthquake, having to do with the way of the world, the way of people's lives. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.